My name is Hofesh Shechter. I was born in Israel. We present in America Political Mother. The piece is about a lot of things. It's about power and about the ways we respond to power. Of course, structures are supposed to serve individuals. In the end, individuals are serving structures. I think it's the collision between different worlds and a place where you start to understand how different worlds and different realities can coexist so comfortably together. Something that we can perceive as really horrible and something that we can perceive as luxurious can exist in the same world very, very closely together, sometimes one inside the other. The shock of how much we actually don't care is quite scary, and I think in a way a lot of that feeling presented itself inside the work, a lot of this anger, and the work a lot of times is a little bit like life. Sometimes it's nasty on purpose. I think the closest it is to whatever I'm dealing with, the better it will be for the work, the richer it will be, and in a way the most honest. What people fight for? I don't know, I think we're programmed to fight. So it's either control or being controlled, and the relationship between the controlled and the one that controls. Especially in the beginning, I come in and I start to create movements myself on my body, and the dancers are following. I sometimes use improvisation, and I ask them to respond in a way to this world that we are creating. For me, it's more finding the energy of the group together, the energy of the characters, but then the movements are really set. And I have to feel that it works on my body. Light is very important. It creates a world and an atmosphere. But you could say that on any of the elements. I mean, the movement gives you range of emotions, and music, of course, as well. So it's three very powerful things that, if they work in sync, they're maybe even more powerful. It's very challenging doing the music. You know, if I want to shorten something in 5 seconds, then I just do it. You know, if I want to add some sounds that will make the work feel differently at a certain moment, then I just do it. You know, it's very convenient in a way. Originally, I decided not to use text. You hear a person that speaks a lot, but you never understand what he says. One of the more exciting parts of choreography is how you move from one thing to another. I wanted to use the energy of folk dance, the way it brings people together and the way it can create excitement and it can create a following. You're exposed to sort of like heavy metal, rock concert and folk dancing and things that are heightening emotions. I love rituals, or hate rituals, but I love dealing with rituals. Of course, I worked with choreographers that were very influential, and I started to dance with Batsheva Dance Company. I worked with Ohad Naharin. I worked with Wim van der Kiebels when I was in Batsheva, and that was a short experience, but a very powerful one as well. It kind of unlocked some energy inside me. And I've been very close to works, you know, of a lot of other big choreographers, Forsyth, Pina Bausch. I mean, it's a lot of the obvious ones. The world of film and the way that it's dealing with imagery and sound is something I love. And of course, you know, the special thing about any work of anyone will be the way you put it together. I don't think about one thing that I want to communicate to the audience. For me, it's not about conclusion, that the audience leaves and understands something and take it home. I think maybe it's more an energy that I want to create, a bit of a sense of brotherhood, you know, and a feeling that we are all in it together.